Stop ruining sats. This is how you program tomorrow tonight. If you keep waking up to the same bank balance, the same silence, the same anxiety sitting on your chest, this is why. Do it exactly like this. Step 1. Pick a 10-second scene that proves your desire is already done. Step 2. Make it first person, inside your eyes, not a movie. Step 3. Loop it softly while you get drowsy until sleep takes you. But if you fall asleep feeling like the person who doesn't have it, you just impress the old life again. Therefore, you wake up and call it reality. In 1 minute, you'll see the #1 mistake that kills sats even when you feel it. What sats, as Neville called it? State akin to sleep. That doorway where your body is drifting and your mind becomes soft. The world calls it almost asleep. Neville calls it the doorway to creation. Right before sleep, your critical mind loosens, and what you accept as real in that doorway tends to show up as tomorrow's default mood, choices, and outcomes. As SATS works because it hits you when the mind stops arguing. Consciousness creates reality, meaning what you rehearse becomes you, especially at night. Here's the real villain, the hidden assumption that keeps people broke and stuck. The assumption is, life happens to me, so I react. But SATS flips it. Therefore, you choose first, and life reacts to you. Most people ruin SATS by doing it like a courtroom. They strain, they plead, they fight their mind. That strain is a confession. It says, I don't have it. Therefore, they fall asleep in the state of not having and wake up to more proof of not having. Next, I'll give you the clean 3-step SATS method and the exact scenes to steal. The 3-step SATS method. Here's SATS in the cleanest form. Step 1. Pick one tiny scene, 5 to 10 seconds, not a movie, not a montage, one clip. If your goal is money, don't imagine being rich. Imagine what would only happen after it's done. For example, you tap paid on a bill and exhale, calm. You hold new keys in your hand. You hear, congratulations, approved. A friend hugs you and says, I'm proud of you. Keep it short, keep it clean, keep it implied. But if your scene is too big, your mind wanders. Therefore, you lose the state. Step 2, make it first person, though don't watch yourself, be yourself. Feel the keys, hear the voice, sense the room. One detail is enough. Step 3, add realness. Neville called it feeling it real. Here's the truth. Feeling real does not mean emotion. It means naturalness. You don't cry every time you sit in your own chair. You just sit because it's yours. So your job is not to get hyped. Your job is to make it feel normal. The wish fulfilled must feel natural, meaning it must feel like your normal life. Now loop that 10-second scene softly while you drift. Soft, like rocking a baby. Again, and again, and again, until sleep takes you. But here's the sabotage pattern. People do the scene, then check their phone, then worry, then wonder if it worked. That's planting a seed, then digging it up. Therefore, the seed never roots. In 30 seconds, I'll show you how to handle intrusive thoughts without fighting them. So SATS still works on messy nights. 4 intrusive thoughts plus the last conversation. Let's confront the real enemy. It's not your boss, not your bills, not bad luck. It's the last conversation you have with yourself at night, because the last conversation becomes tomorrow's mood, tomorrow's choices, tomorrow's outcomes. When intrusive thoughts show up, people panic. I ruined it. No. You only ruin it if you identify with the intrusion. Here's the move. When a negative thought appears, treat it like a stranger walking through your living room. Don't fight it. Don't debate it. Don't chase it. Just say internally, that's the old story, not tonight. Then return to your 10-second scene. You're not battling thoughts. You're choosing which one gets the bed. And if you can't hold images, use a lullaby phrase, slow and heavy. It is done. Thank you. Isn't it wonderful? Not fast, not desperate, slow and true. Therefore, your body relaxes, your mind quiets, and you enter the state. 5. Devil's advocate. What if this is just fantasy? What if it's self-soothing? What if you're lying to yourself? Good. Weak ideas die here. Here's the difference. Fantasy is imagining but staying the same person. Sats is imagining, therefore becoming the person who has it. Neville talked about people who would do the scene, then wake up and hunt for proof like a starving person. But the proof didn't come until they stopped hunting. Therefore, the state could finally root. The moment they slept like it was done, life started coinciding in their favor. People rehearse fear nightly and get more fear. Rehearsal becomes identity. Identity becomes choices. Choices become outcomes. So if rehearsal works for fear, it works for wealth and peace when you change the rehearsal. Sats isn't denial, it's selection, a verdict, and you're the judge. In the next 30 seconds, you'll know the one problem that's slowing your results. So you stop guessing and fix it tonight. 6. Troubleshooting. Here's the SATS troubleshooting list. Problem 1, your scene is too long. If it's 30 seconds, your mind wanders. Keep it 5 to 10 seconds. Loop it. Problem 2, you're watching yourself like a movie. That's third person, go first person, inside your eyes. Problem 3, you're chasing emotion. Emotion can help, but it's not required. Naturalness is required. Problem 4, you do SATs, then return to panic. You change states again. Therefore, your last state wins. The last identity you sleep in is the life you wake into. Problem 5, you keep checking for proof. Checking is a confession of doubt. If you must check anything, check your state. What would the version of me who already has it do right now? Then do that. Even if it's tiny, even if it's just breathing differently. 7. Best point plus next episode. Here's the real secret. SATS is not about getting things. It's about becoming the version of you who doesn't need proof to be certain. The world trains you to think, see it first, then feel safe. Neville flips it. Feel safe first, therefore you see it. When you sleep as the fulfilled self, you stop negotiating with life because you become the one life obeys. Let's lock it in. Do this tonight. Pick one 10-second done scene. Make it first person. Loop it softly as you drift until sleep takes you. And if the old story shows up, don't wrestle it. Whisper, not tonight. Then return to the fulfilled state, because the state you sleep in becomes the life you wake into. Next time I'll show you Neville's revision, how to rewrite a bad day in 60 seconds so your past stops arguing with your future. Sleep well, and sleep as the one who already won. In the zone of the unseen,